Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. It's been a long time. And I missed each and every one of you. Welcome, 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 squatties. How's everybody doing this lovely Sunday morning? Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to Success Talk. How are you guys doing? I missed you guys, and I apologize. I've just had so much going on, and I just haven't been able to do a live podcast. There's been a lot going on in my life, and I just honestly haven't had the time. Those of you who know me, you know that I'm on Twitter all the damn time, but I honestly just have not had the time to put together a quality live podcast. But I had to do it. I had to get it together because there is just so much going on in the world of success, isn't there? So, welcome, everybody to Megan, Duchess of Advocacy World podcast. And this is our special edition of Sexist Talk. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So, welcome, everybody, to the Sunday Surprise with your host, Special K Thoughts. Before we get started, I'm going to want everybody to go ahead and hit the like button. And if this is the first time that you are joining us and you are not a subscriber to this channel, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and join us. Join us while we have our family chat about some of our favorite people, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan. I missed you guys too. I really honestly did. So right now, I want everybody who is in the chat to go ahead and give me some flowers, some roses, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. And for those of you who are moderators, please look out for any trolls because I've already been getting messages from some of the trolls telling me that they're going to see me this morning. I never understand Meghan and Harry trolls. I just don't get it. They claim that they're sick and tired of them, but yet they watch their fans' every move and they watch Harry and Meghan's every move. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Oh, Miss Lydia, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you. Appreciate it so much. And I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate everybody's support. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and go into the chat before we get started because there is a lot to talk about. Our faves have been busy, and there's just a lot of news about them, isn't there? A lot of news about our faves. All right. Good morning, Mr. Royal Success. How are you doing this morning? I want to thank all the channel members, by the way. Miss Lorna, good morning. How are you doing? Miss Lydia, how are you doing? Let's see. H Knight, how are you doing this morning? Good morning. Anybody from the UK in the chat? We always want to show love and support to our UK squatties. Oh, you know what? It just hit me. I'm doing this in the morning. This is the first, this is the first time I've done a live podcast in the morning. So people from Australia, squatties from Australia and the UK and, those places can actually join this live chat and be awake, right? They can be awake. How are you doing, Miss Carolyn? All right. And if I miss you and I don't give you a shout out, please understand that I see you. Okay. I see you. How are you doing, Miss Joan? Good morning. Good morning. Miss Vanessa, how are you doing? Good morning. Miss Sherry, how are you doing? Good morning. Good to see you. See Matt. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Miss Rosa, good morning. Vanessa, good morning. Agnes, good morning. Bright Eyes, good morning. Good morning. Okay, this is a name that doesn't look familiar. And good morning to you. I believe it's Khadijah. Good morning. Novi, good morning. Black Queen, good morning. Good morning. Miss Adrian, good morning. Faith, good morning. Brenda, good morning. Welcome to Success Talk, everybody. Donna, good morning. Brenda, good morning. Miss Joan, good morning. Marshar, good morning. Darlene, good morning. Sonia, good morning. Brenda, good morning. Rochelle, good morning. Put on a smile. Good morning. Yes, everybody, put on a smile. I like that username. Cookies and cream, good morning. Angela, good morning. All right, here we go. I'm not too sure how to say that, but I've seen that name before. Kennether, good morning. There's my girl, Miss Dolores. Good morning. I think I said good morning to you before, but I'm going to go ahead and say it again. Miss Lorna, good morning. Brenda, good morning. V. Thomas, good morning. Susie Q, good morning. I've missed you too. All right, here's a cool username, Sugar Plum. Good morning. PP, good morning. Dale, good morning. Victoria, good morning. Agnes, good morning. V. Thomas, good morning. Victoria, good morning. Bethany, good morning. Dale, good morning. Is it TRE? I don't think I ever say that name right, but good morning and a happy Sunday to you. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Royal Success. Appreciate it. Miss Sharon, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. You're from Cali. Hey, hey, hey. Cali in the house. Jacqueline, good morning. Callie Jean, good morning. Angela, good morning. Angela, one love. I'm not too sure if I said good morning to you, but good morning, Miss Donna. Princess Anne is visiting Canada and the North Coast. Oh, okay. All right, Princess Anne. What does Baron call Princess Anne? Afro Annie? What does World Success call Princess Anne? Afro Annie. You know what? Today is Sunday, right? Today is the Lord's Day. Today is the Lord's Day. So I'm going to give a little grace today. I have to admit, when it comes to Afro Annie, that's a hard working woman. So that's my grace for this beautiful Sunday morning, even though it's raining here where I live. Okay, let's see. Is it Helen? Good morning. Sonia, good morning. Is it 2P? Good morning. I missed you too. TCC Sun, good morning and thank you for the donation. Yes, I missed everybody. And you know what's so awesome is that there are a lot of pro success channels that do a really, really good job. Like, you got Mr. Barron in the house who's on it, who's consistent, unlike Special K Thoughts. You guys know I'm not consistent. And there's other pro ones. There was one that I was watching the other day and I thought it was really, really good. And I should have wrote the name down. But there's a lot of them out there. The more pro podcasts, success pro podcasts there are, the better. Okay? The better. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Because there is a lot. This name stands out though, Shella, because I had a friend named Shella when I was in school. She was so sweet. She was Filipino. Sweet, sweet girl. Let's see. How you doing? How you doing, ma'am? VS Speaks Royally is in the house. Good morning to you. All right, looking to see if there's any other dignitaries. And earlier I was speaking about pro success channels, and VS Speaks Royally is another one. Awesome live podcast that she does every Saturday morning. Consistent. This is a consistent sister, unlike myself. Okay? So if you haven't checked her out, please check her out. Every Saturday morning. Consistent. Starts at 11 o'clock. I know because I'm a subscriber. And sometimes I be listening. Very good. All right, guys. Ooh, I just got to do this one because this one stands out. Healing Works. Good morning. I like that username. Thank you, Miss Joan, for the donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. All right. I know I keep on saying we need to get started, but we're going to go ahead and get started because there's a lot to talk about and I may stumble and fumble a little bit. But I'm pretty sure you guys will help me out in the chat. For those of you who are not in the chat and you're listening, welcome. And thank you for listening this morning. All right. Here we go. So again, welcome to Sexist Talk with Special K Thoughts. Your girl is in the house. And we're going to talk about our faves. So Sexist Squad. We are a international squad, right? We are wide on all sides of the globe. We speak international languages. We are an international squad. We are a multiracial, multicultural, multi-ethnic squad. Naysayers will have you to believe that the Sexist Squad is nothing but a whole bunch of single black women that are angry. And that's not the case at all. Like I said, we are an international squad. We are a multiracial squad. We are a multi ethnic squad. We speak many, many, many languages up in this squad, and that's why we are an influential squad as well. So welcome. This is Success Talk. And the name of this podcast, this live podcast, is NY Attempted Hit Job by the British Tabloid Press. Because that's what it was. Right? That's what it was. It was an attempted hit job that was orchestrated by the British tabloid press, who hired rogue American paparazzi to get a picture of Harry and Meghan. But before we, get into that ilk, right? Before we go there, let's start this live podcast off with some good news. Some good news, some good news, some good news. Clap your hands. Good news. Good news. Okay. Good news. Prince Harry. Okay. The People's Prince. My goodness. Spare. I mean, spare. 18 weeks after its original release, Spare is back at the top. Number one spot on the New York Times bestseller list. My God. Prince Harry, out of all the chaos that's going on, what perceived chaos that's going on around the Sussexes, they are still winning. Right? They're still winning. No matter how much naysayers try to convince people that everybody hates the Sussexes, they are still being successful. Okay? Spare by Prince Harry, 18 weeks after its original release, is back in the number one spot, okay, on the New York Times bestseller. In the category of combined print and ebook nonfiction. Hand clap for that. Hand clap for Prince Harry. All right. It just goes to show you how great of a book Spare is. Okay. Spare is really speaking to people all across the world. Okay. It's a good book. At the end of the day, it's a good book. It's a well written book. And the reason why I love the fact that this book is doing so well is because pre its release, the British press really, really tried, to put the word out that this book wasn't really that good. Right? They tried to sabotage the book, okay, by basically just highlighting the gossip, well, the perceived gossip of the royal family. They basically were highlighting what Prince Harry had said about his family. And they tried to make it seem like that's all the book was about, right? That's what they tried to make it seem like. That's all Spare was about, was him talking trash about his family, which was furthest from the truth. As a matter of fact, those of you who have read Spare, I'm going to speak about my own opinion. Me reading Spare, the general feeling I got that Prince Harry says about his family, it's really not that negative in my opinion. he doesn't go into his family the way the British toxic press makes it seem like. Okay. I mean, he rarely says anything horrid about his family, about his father. Okay. He gives his father, in my opinion, a lot of grace. William, too. He doesn't really say that much negativity about William, in my opinion. He could have. He could have really went hard in the paint. But in my opinion, he didn't. In my opinion, he kind of gave them grace. Okay. And Prince Harry is letting us know that because he has said it more than twice that, oh, there's a lot more I could say about my family. There's a lot more that I could have written about my family, but I didn't. Didn't Prince Harry say there's like 400 more pages that he can do, that he can write? But he didn't. Okay. But anyway, congratulations to Prince Harry. Congratulations to Spare for going back to the number one spot on the New York Times bestsellers list in the category of combined print, ebook, and nonfiction. Congratulations. All right, Miss Alice, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. And Black Pearl, thank you so much for the donation. Much appreciated. Is Church Nelly in the house? All right, before we move on, I'm going to go ahead and go into the chat. Those of you who have read Spare, this is my take on Spare, right? Of course, the when he talks about Megan and their relationship and the things that they've gone through, one of the best parts of the book. But I'm telling you, for me, it was the part when he was talking about his experiences in the military. I guess because I can just so much relate to that, and I understood to a certain degree exactly what he was talking about. Um, but just overall, hearing Prince Harry's voice and him reading that book, I mean, it's a really, really good book. That's all I have to say about that. And obviously, people who are buying the book feel like it's a really good book. There's got to be a strong word of mouth about this book. Obviously, people are recommending to their family and their friends to read the book, to get the book, right? All right, moving on. All right, so now we're going to talk about Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, right? Um, Happy belated Mother's Day to all of the mothers that are in the house. Um, I hope you guys enjoyed your Mother's Day. I know that I did. And Mother's Day, that could be applied to anybody who is taking care of a child, right? I mean, that can apply to an aunt, right, who was taking care um, of their niece or nephew. Okay. That could be some form of kinship care, right? So, again, happy belated Mother's Day to all of the mommies out there. And Megan, as we see right here in this photo, she definitely volunteered her time for Mother's Day. Um, and I wasn't surprised. Were you guys surprised? I wasn't surprised that we were going to see Megan pop up, you know, um, for Mother's Day. I wasn't. Um, And I was so happy when I saw this photo. I was so happy. I was like, yes, I knew my girl was gonna pop up sooner or later, right? She was gonna gift us with some type of photo and let us know what organization that she's working with on Mother's Day. So this was awesome, and I was happy to see this. And did anybody buy a shirt? Anybody in the chat or anybody who's listening buy a shirt? I tried, but something happened. I think it was storming when I was trying to buy a shirt, so my purchase didn't go all the way through. But here is Megan, right? And she is wearing this T-shirt, and she was showing her support on Mother's Day, right, to Community Motherhood Alliance of Moms organization. So I thought this was awesome right here. Um, Megan looking good. And if you look at the picture on the right, those are probably the volunteers or women who belong to the Alliance of Moms organization. Now, I have to admit, I had never heard of the Alliance of Moms organizations. Okay. I had never heard of it. And that's what I love about the successes, right? There are times where they do volunteer work with organizations that you've never heard of. And what that does is that when they do things like that, it shines a light on nonprofit organizations. Okay. And then the next thing you know, there's fundraising going on by the Success Squad, and bam, the organization is getting $100,000 check. Right? Woo! That's why, it's important for people who have high profiles to shine a light on different nonprofit organizations. Okay. But I'm looking in the chat and I see some people did get t-shirts. That's awesome. That is awesome. Hold on for a minute. I want to look up Alliance of Moms organization and show them some love on this live podcast. Let's see here. Moms organization. Probably should have had this up. Okay. Okay, Alliance of Moms is a community of philanthropists who support pregnant and parenting youth in LA's foster care system so that they can build a positive future for themselves and their children. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay. What I just read was their mission statement. Okay. And I'll read it again just in case you guys missed what I was saying. Alliance of Moms. Okay. Their mission is Alliance of Moms is a community of philanthropists who support pregnant and parenting youth in LA's foster care system so that they can build a positive future for themselves and their children. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Great. So I am going to go ahead and purchase a shirt so I can support Alliance of Moms. All right. All right. So our faves, hey, they were busy. They were busy. They were busy. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month, which I did not know. It's like, get it together, Special K Thoughts, get it together. But yes, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And of course, mental health is definitely a subject matter that Harry and Meghan fully support when it comes to mental health, and they definitely align themselves with making sure that they support organizations that provide mental health services. So, of course, Harry and Meghan, the Archwell Foundation, um, they volunteered to, hold on a second. My internet is kind of going in and out. Is Church Nelly still in the house? Church Nelly, is it raining where you're at? Because it's raining where I'm at. Hold on. All right. We're back in business. Okay, so May is Mental Health Awareness Month. Okay, so Archwell Foundation, Harry and Meghan, of course, they support mental health organizations, nonprofit organizations. And in recognition of Mental Health Awareness Month, Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, what they did was they visited. Let me go to my next slide. They had visited a local youth group called AHA in Santa Barbara. Now, Harry and Meghan, from my memory, has visited this group before. Okay. I believe that they have visited this group before in Santa Barbara. And I love the fact that Meghan and Harry are supporting nonprofit organizations within their community. Okay. They are showing that they are invested in their community. That's what it's all about. And that's what they should be doing. Okay. If those trash ass British royals had acted right, Harry and Meghan would be doing the same thing. They would be supporting nonprofit organizations within their community, within London. Okay. But no, they wanted to act stupid. So now Harry and Meghan are over here in America supporting American communities. Okay. There you go. You don't know what you got till it's gone. Right? Right. Okay, so AHA, Santa Barbara. And they went there to learn firsthand about this generation's experiences with social media and social pressures. Okay, and how it affects their mental well-being. Okay, and of course, you guys know how Harry and Meghan do. You know how they do. They're very charismatic. Okay, very charismatic couple, right? And they sat down with these teens and they listened to them. Look at Harry. Look at Harry just grinning. I love Prince Harry. Oh my God, I love him. I love him. Meghan, I love your husband. Okay. So Prince Harry there being his charismatic self with the youth, and Meghan sitting there smiling. And, but, this is serious now. This subject matter right here is serious, guys. It is, because social media is having a serious negative impact on young people's mental health. Okay. Young people, teenagers, even kids. They are on social media too much. Even me as a grown ass adult, I'm on social media too much. Okay. However, me as a grown ass adult, I know when to cut it off. Right? I know when to cut it off. And I hope and pray those of you in the chat and those of you who are not in the chat, but you're listening, I hope and pray that you know when to cut it off when it becomes too much. Right? Cut that shit off. Put your damn phones down. Get off your laptops. Go take a walk. Pay attention to your children if you got kids. Pay attention to your grandchildren. Go to the beach. Go shopping. Okay? Go work out. Go read a damn book. Social media is the devil. It really, truly, honestly can be. Okay, a lot of negativity on social media. A lot of people sitting in their underwear, in their bras and panties, with Twitter hate fingers or just social media hate fingers, just spewing negativity because they got nothing else going on in their lives. Nothing else. I had a friend. I'm getting off subject here, but you guys know how I do. You know how Special K Thoughts do. I have a friend who knows that I love Meghan Markle. Okay. And she doesn't pay attention to none of that. She don't pay no attention to the royals, none of them. She's just not into that world. Okay. And there are a lot of Americans that aren't. And that's not a negative thing. Okay. This is a huge country, people. There's like 350 million people in this country. Okay. And, one thing I will say about the majority of us Americans, we prioritize priority. Okay. She's more into the political world, right? And I am too. I'm into politics too. But she me and her were talking, and she knows that I'm into Meghan Markle, Prince Harry, and all that stuff. And she said, Special K thoughts. She said, girl. She was like, girl. She was like, I went down the rabbit hole of reading something about Prince Harry and Meghan. She said, and I was reading the comments, and she was like, oh my God. She was like, she was like, I had to shut it off. She said, I had to get out of that chat or whatever she had clicked. She said, I had to get out of that. She was, I had to close the window on that. She was like, girl, the vicious comments I read that. She was like, that was crazy. Crazy. She was like, what is wrong with people? And I was like, girl, I know. I know. She was like, ugh. But the reason why I'm talking about her is because she knew right then and there that that's too much. And I'm not dealing with that. And she clicked right on out of that. She saw all that negativity, all the visceral dehumanization of Meghan, and she clicked out of it. She was like, oh, I'll never do that shit again. That's exactly what she said to me. She said, I'll never do that again. Oh, no. That's crazy. She was like, nobody's even met the girl. And she was like, and how's everything her fault? She was like, they act like Prince Harry don't got no brain. I said, yeah, I get it, girl. I get it. She was like, whoo. And that was our conversation. Okay. Now, this wasn't a sister. Okay. This friend of mine is a Caucasian female. She's my sister. Okay. She's my sister. But I'm just saying, okay, this was a Caucasian friend of mine who's in her late 30s, and she was just just disgusted by the comments that she was reading. Okay. And she said she'll never go down that rabbit hole again. So anyway, let me go ahead and bring this back. Let me go ahead and bring this back to this lovely picture right here. Um, we as adults, for the most part, know when to cut it off, right? And go do something else. Get off the damn social media and go do something else. When it comes to young adults, when it comes to teenagers, even when it comes to children, sometimes, for the most part, they don't know how to cut it off. And social media is their world. That is their world. They're constantly on their smartphones, right? And that's how they are engaging in the world. And it has a negative effect on their mental health. So, back to Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. For Mental Health Awareness Month, they went to go visit this nonprofit, excuse me, organization called AHA, and it's in Santa Barbara. All right, let's go here. And there's Meghan with these young people. So how cool is that? And it looks like the young lady on the left looks like she's got a University of California, Santa Barbara sweat jacket on, hoodie on, which is awesome. So these kids probably what, high school, college aged? Anybody in the chat ever been to Santa Barbara? I've been there a couple of times, and ooh, that's a beautiful city. However, there is another part to Santa Barbara, right? It's not all high class and wealth. Let me tell you, there's a certain section of Santa Barbara where you do have working class families and lower income class families as well. All right. I thought I saw my girl. I'm looking in the chat. I thought I saw you. Hey, 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 Missy Lane. How you doing? Want to give shout outs to channel members that I see. Miss Valerie, how are you doing? Channel member. All right. All right. So before we get to this slide, I'm going to go ahead and go into the chat, see what you guys are talking about. Mental health is very, very important. And the reason why I'm still talking about it is because I noticed on Twitter that there were quite a few squatties that mentioned that there was just way too much negativity and that they were going to log off of Twitter, social media for a few days. So I just want to give a shout out to those squatties that I saw post that. And I just want to show you guys some love. And trust me, you're doing the right thing. Doing that. Okay. Um, I think sometimes we as squatties, we get way too much in the weeds when it comes to the negativity of Prince Harry and Meghan. Okay. It's like, don't read all the negative comments. Okay. Don't. Okay. Read the article and leave it at that. Okay. So I just wanted to show some love and give those of you who said that you needed to log off Twitter for a while, wanted to give you some love and tell you that I'm thinking about you. Okay. And you're doing the right thing. All right. All right. Moving on. Those of you who are just joining us, we are doing a Sunday surprise edition of Success Talk with your host, Special K Thoughts. And this channel is called Megan, Duchess of Advocacy, because that's what she is. She's a Duchess of Advocacy. She was doing advocacy way before she was even thinking about Prince Harry. So I think it's important that we always highlight that, right? I'm gonna take a drink. It's Sunday, it's the Lord's Day. So I'm drinking water. I'm gonna highlight this right here. Miss Jones says that's why I don't have or need Twitter. There's enough negativity in the news every day. Amen. Amen. All right. So Veronica says I made it a game to respond to the trolls with truth bombs. They can't handle me. And excuse me, I'll do that too. Especially when it's a flat out lie. Like you could tell that they are lying on purpose. Because a lot of those trolls do now. They will lie on purpose. I've noticed that the agenda now is to say that Megan contacted the paparazzi and had them follow them around New York City. But anyway, I dropped truth bombs too, and it doesn't matter. I mean, you could drop all the truth bombs you want. They don't want to hear it. They just don't. They don't care. They don't care about the truth. Yes, indeed. H Knight says that is why the Rangers are mad. Look at the beautiful, intelligent woman, her beautiful mother, and the husband that's beaming because he's with her. Absolutely. Absolutely. But my thing is too, when it comes to the haters, it's like if you're really mad, if a picture like this incenses you that much, right? It's got nothing to do with Harry and Meghan. That's all about you, boo. That's all about what you have going on or what you don't have going on in your life, right? I mean, it just amazes me how you see some people really get that incensed about some Harry and Meghan. Like to get really that upset about people you literally don't know and that have no impact in your life. It's really baffling, and I wish that there was some type of psychologist or licensed mental health professional that can really, in a medical professional way, explain what type of mindset is that. You know what I mean? Like, I really wish somebody who is a psychologist, a licensed clinical medical professional, would write an article about trolls and generalize it, because it doesn't necessarily just have to be about Harry and Meghan, right? But just generalize it. What type of level mentally is that person functioning on, right? But anyway, all right, all right. Moving on. Excuse me. Look at this picture. Beautiful picture right here, right? This is Harry, Meghan, and Meghan's mom, Miss Doria. And I mean, when I saw these pictures, I was like, damn! That girl get it from her mama. Look at Miss Doria. Look at that. Now Miss Doria is, how old is Miss Doria? We know she's in her 60s, right? Maybe 64, 63. I'm not too sure her age, right? But look at that. Look at that. Look at her stepping. I mean, she's stepping behind her daughter, right? Just as proud as she can be. Right? Looking happy, confident. Doesn't Miss Doria exude confidence in this picture? Right? Sexified. Right? Sexified. This looking good. Right? And then of course her daughter, the woman that she produced. Looking confident, happy, sexified. You know what I noticed about Meghan is that she has this knack for wearing designer clothes. Okay. But to a certain degree, still keeping it simple, if that makes any sense. She can take a designer dress and really showcase that designer dress without having a whole bunch of accessories on. And all you notice is the designer dress. And that's probably why designers constantly reach out to her and want her to wear their clothes. I mean, look at that. I mean, that dress stands out. She lets the dress speak for itself. She doesn't have on like a real heavy necklace, right? And a whole bunch of jewelry on. Okay. The dress speaks for itself. Meghan looks absolutely stunning. And I love it when she wears her hair to the side. Don't you love that? That is her signature hairstyle, wearing the hair to the side. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Look at my man, Harry. Prince Harry can't help himself. He can't help himself. Okay. 7 years and counting. And look at this man. Look at the way he's looking at his wife. And that's another thing that the haters can't stand. They can't stand the fact that this man, Prince Harry, is so much in love with his wife. Okay? They ugh, it just eats them up inside. That's not Meghan's fault that you don't got somebody in your life that loves you the way Prince Harry loves you, or that you've never experienced that type of love. Right? That's not her fault. Maybe get all of that hate out your heart. Excuse me. And you can attract a man like Prince Harry that will love you the way he loves his wife. Right? Get the hate out your heart. And then maybe you can attract a man like Prince Harry that will love you the same way he loves his wife. Okay? All right. Just some advice. Some friendly advice from your girl, Special K Thoughts. All right. Missy Lane Parker, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Miss Emma. Okay, so we all know that Megan, she attended the Miss Foundation Gala and she was honored there. And Megan, she delivered, of course, you guys know our girl's gonna bring it now. She delivered a powerful speech. And what I loved about her speech was that, she gave homage to her mom. Right? She gave homage to her mom. And it was a beautiful thing to hear her talk about her mom during this speech. During the speech, Megan said that, she realized that part of her purpose in life was to advocate for those who felt unheard, to stand up to injustice, and to not be afraid of saying what you know is true, what is just, and what is right. It's really that simple. It's really not that hard, people. I mean, it really honestly isn't, right? You stand up to injustice. And don't be afraid of saying what you know is true. I mean, it's just the right thing to do. And that's not easy for people. It's simple, but it's not easy for people. Okay? It really honestly isn't. It's not easy for people to just do the right thing and to stand up to injustice. Okay? And especially nowadays, because if you do, what do people say that you are? What do people all instantly label you as? Oh, you're woke. You're being woke. Well, if somebody says something like that to me, I'll be like, all right, damn it. I guess I'm woke then. I guess a bitch is woke. Capital WOKE, bitch. I'm woke. Yeah, yeah, okay, I'm woke. All right, I'm woke. Because I'm going to say something when I look on the TV and I see a man choking out another man on the damn subway. When that man that's getting choked out literally didn't do nothing to no damn body except to express the fact that he was tired of being homeless and freaking hungry. See, there I go again. Veering off to the left. All right. So, yeah, call me woke. I'm going to say something because it's the right thing to do. All right. Prince Harry. Oh, I just love that dude. Look at him. Okay, next slide. And there she is. Look at Doria's daughter. Look at her. Confident, happy, smiling, doing her thing. Okay? Now Megan, she was one of 4 women who were honored with Women of Vision at the foundation's 50th anniversary gala, which is awesome. And Megan, she gave a 6-minute speech. Like I said before, she highlighted her lifelong feminist activism and especially the impact her mom's subscription to Miss Gloria Steinem's magazine had on her growing up. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that awesome? And I understand why she brought her mom along, because that's the connection. Megan's mom introduced her to Gloria Steinem as a child growing up by subscribing to the Miss Foundation magazine. Isn't that awesome? You see that generational link? So what's going to end up happening with Lilibet? Megan is going to expose Lilibet to Gloria Steinem's activism. Isn't that awesome? You see that generational link? See how that works? That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to read this um, part of this speech. And this part is in regards to what Megan said about her mom. Okay. Beginning quote. I also knew that to my mom, to my dear mom, who I'm honored to have here with me tonight, I knew that the significance of these magazines was important. I mean, it wasn't a one off. She had a subscription. Isn't that awesome? So I thought that was great that Megan said that. You know, she described how the Miss Foundation magazine was a subscription that her mom had, and that those magazines were on the coffee table. And then Megan goes on to say, beginning quote, when I reflect on the time in my life when I was young, the imprints that were etched in my mind, I can now connect the dots in a much better way to understand how I became a young feminist and evolved into a grown activist. Isn't that awesome? Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see. I'm not going to read the whole speech, y'all. But that was part of the speech. Megan looks lovely. She gave homage to her mom, Doria. Prince Harry looking just as proud as he can be, proud and happy. Miss Doria looking confident, happy, even, you know, had a little bit of sexy going on. So that was that. And look at that. Bam! Bam! Look at Prince Harry in the middle of two beautiful women. That's his family. Archie and a little bit aren't in the picture, but that's his family. That right there is Prince Harry's main priority. Right there. Bam! In your face. And the naysayers and the haters, ooh, girl. They can't stand that, boy. They can't stand that. Hell no. They can't stand that. Okay. That lights their ass on fire when they see a picture like this. Prince Harry standing in between a black African American mother in law and his biracial wife. They don't like that. They don't like that at all. But in this picture right here, in my opinion, Miss Doria stole the show. She stole the show. That's just my opinion. How are you doing? How you doing, girl? Thrive with Live. She has an excellent channel, you guys. Pro Success Excellent channel. Make sure you check her out. YouTube. Please do. Miss Susie Q, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you, girl. Thank you. In your face, haters. But it's true, though. It's true. That a picture like that, this picture right here should have been enough for the paparazzi. Bam! That should have been enough right there. This picture right here should have been on the front page news of the British tabloid press with a nice positive headline. Prince Harry out supporting his wife, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, pictured here with his mother-in-law and his wife. Okay? Just saying. I'm just saying. Right? Front page news. Positive headline. Just that simple. All right. Bam! Look at that. Look at that. Okay? These pictures right here were enough. They were enough. Meghan and Harry, they are playing the game. This was enough. This was more than enough. All of these pictures were enough for front page news. Okay? Talk about Meghan and Harry aren't playing the game. They are playing the game. They gave the paparazzi access. Plenty of access. They hit the carpet. Okay. They came out of the event. Gave you guys more than enough access. All right. But the picture in the middle, I love that picture, boy. I love it because they just look so happy to me. And that's just at the end of the day, some people just got it, right? Some people just got it. I think I was listening to one of Barron's podcasts where he was saying some couples just got it. Some people just got it. They got that it, right? And that is Harry and Meghan all day long. They have that it factor. Okay, them other people, they don't got that. They don't got that shine, right? They don't got that swag. They don't. But this couple right here, they do. Okay. All right, so let me go back. Okay, so Harry and Meghan, they attend the Miss Foundation Gala. Meghan gives this beautiful speech. I had video of when Meghan was introduced, but I'm not gonna play it. But those of you who've seen it, you guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, she was introduced, and I mean that whole audience stood up. And when Meghan walked up on the stage, like people who were standing up, everybody had their cell phones out videotaping her. Okay. So, I mean, for you naysayers, you can hate on her all you want. Okay. But I mean, it is what it is. People genuinely like Meghan and they want to see her and they want to hear her. So it is what it is with that. But oh, I lost train of thought. So dang, I lost train of thought then. Okay, so Meghan gives a speech. They do the ceremony, they have the program, the other people, honorees say their speeches, and the program's over. So Harry and Meghan leave, this, that, and the other, right? They leave and we all go to bed, right? We all go to bed. Now I can only speak for the United States. I know when I saw the pictures and I saw Harry and Meghan get into the SUVs, I basically went to bed, right? Went to sleep. I woke up the next morning, get back on social media, right? Bam! This is what I see. Okay, but there's pictures. Okay, and I'm like, what? I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Why is Harry and Meghan in a taxi cab? Because I know before I went to bed, I saw them go and leave in black out SUVs. So I'm like, hold up, hold up. Why are they in a taxi cab? Right? I'm like, what? So it's the trash ass Daily Express and it's the trash ass Daily Mail. Right? I'm like, that's odd. Of course, I didn't read the article. I didn't click it. I'm like, but why are they in a taxi cab? Right? Before I get into it, Miss Nicole Harris, thank you so much for the donation. Appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and read your comment. I think they are using KN clustering. Someone is paying a lot of money. There are no videos, photos from that night found on social media. I hate this is happening to Diana's son. Sir Cherry, NYC, together, nothing. Um, I think, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. I think, Miss Nicole, that we don't know everything yet. And I think that there's an investigation going on. And I think there's plenty of video. And we haven't seen that video yet because there's an investigation going on. I think that NYC is trying to cover themselves. And why they're trying to cover themselves, I don't know why, because I heard 2 police officers almost got hurt themselves. Okay. I think NYC was just caught off guard because let's keep in mind now, let's remember now, Harry and Meghan have been to New York at least twice before this time. Okay. It's either 2 or 3 times. And there were no incidences like this before. So what changed? What was different? Okay. I mean, they went to the the United Nations, the Mandela, Prince Harry gave a speech at the United Nations honoring Nelson Mandela. There were no incidences with paparazzi, not that I'm aware of. Okay. What was the other time that they were in New York City? They went to New York City and did a damn tour. Right? They did a damn tour. They met the mayor of New York. They did a dang tour. They went to the elementary school. They went to the restaurant. Was it Miss Sylvia's restaurant? They went to Harlem. Uh, they did the, oh my gosh, I'm getting a brain freeze here, but they participated in the what was it, the Citizens United about COVID, right? I mean, they met with, my God, they met with dignitaries in New York. So, and there was no incidences then. So it's like, come on now, what changed? What made this trip different? Okay, what made this trip different? So we really got to think about that. So I think there's a serious investigation going on here because it's not just about Harry and Meghan. We got to broaden our horizons here. We got it's this is bigger than Harry and Meghan. You've got citizens of New York who almost got hurt. Okay, when you got paparazzi who are driving on sidewalks almost hitting pedestrians who are running red lights. Somebody, seriously, the citizens of New York, somebody could have seriously got hurt. Somebody could have got killed. A whole family could have got wiped out. When you're running red lights like that, when you're getting in front of SUVs and blocking off SUVs. Okay, so I think there's a serious investigation going on, and they're not releasing videos yet because they're trying to figure out how they can tell the truth about what happened without incriminating, not incriminating, but without showing that NYC PD was negligent. That's what I think. Okay. Because, like I said, Harry and Meghan have been to NYC twice before, and this did not happen. Meghan, dang, what did she do? Meghan had lunch with Gloria Steinem, came out the restaurant, walked Gloria Steinem to her car, and paparazzi wasn't coming at her like that. So, all right, I'm getting off track here. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but I just kind of wanted to address that. Okay, so like I said, Woke up the next morning, saw these headlines, right? But there's pictures, and I'm looking at the pictures, and I'm like, why the hell is Harry and Meghan and Miss Doria? Why they got Queen Doria in a damn yellow taxi cab, right? And then, bam! This statement comes out by the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Okay. Last night, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex and Miss Raglan were involved in a near catastrophic car chase at the hands of the ring of highly aggressive paparazzi. This relentless pursuit lasting over 2 hours. Now, the verbiage in this statement is very, very important. The relentless pursuit lasting over 2 hours resulted in multiple near collisions involving other drivers on the road, pedestrians, and two NYPD officers. While being a public figure comes with a level of interest from the public, it should never come at the cost of anyone's safety. Okay, I'm not going to finish reading that. But the verbiage is important because people are really honing in on the part about were involved in a near catastrophic car chase at the hands of a ring of highly aggressive paparazzi. Okay, that's what the naysayers seem to have an issue with, the part about a near catastrophic car chase. Okay. People, people. And those of you in the media who are just purposely being obtuse here. The relentless pursuit lasting over 2 hours. Okay. They were pursuing them. The paparazzi was pursuing them for a period of 2 hours. Okay. Resulted in multiple near car collisions involving other drivers on the road, pedestrians, and two NYPD officers. That whole phrase right there fits into the category of a near catastrophic car chase. It was a near catastrophic car chase. There were multiple near collisions involving other drivers on the road. They could have took out a whole family. They could have hit somebody else's car and took out somebody's grandma, took out somebody's mama. They could have hit one of the pedestrians that were on the road. How is that not near catastrophic? How? Because it didn't happen? Because somebody didn't get killed? Is that what they're trying to say? And two NYPD officers. The damn Mirror admitted that. He even admitted that two of his officers were almost hurt. Okay? All right. Anyway, moving on. So CNN, right? CNN has really been covering this story. And I side-eyed CNN because, and I side-eyed basically everybody because those who were telling the story of what happened and basically verifying everything in that statement are still presenting like there's still some doubt, right? They're still presenting it like, well, they still have some doubt about what really happened. Okay. But anyway, Sarah Snyder from CNN. I'm surprised that she's still on CNN because she's a really damn good journalist, and I don't understand why she's still there because CNN sucks. They suck. But anyway, so Sarah Snyder from CNN, news anchor, reporter, posted this. CNN's John Miller's sources inside the NYPD confirmed there was a chase. Let me read it again. CNN's John Miller's sources inside the NYPD confirmed there was a chase. They confirmed it. Okay. And for those of you who don't know who John Miller is, he's a very credible person, right? Let me pull Mr. John Miller up because I want to give him his flowers. Okay, I want to give him his flowers. And he's really the only one who is reporting this objectively. He's telling factually exactly what happened. Okay, John Miller. He is the former deputy commissioner of intelligence and counterterrorism of the NYPD. Oh, come on now, guys. Come on. This man is not going to get up on TV and put his reputation on the line and lie. Okay? He's not. John Miller is the former deputy commissioner of intelligence and counterterrorism of the NYPD. Okay? And he has also worked as an associate deputy director of national intelligence. Come on now. Come on. Okay? And he's on CNN all the time, giving reports, his perspective about terrorism and police brutality and things of that nature. Okay, law enforcement, period. This man is credible. He's an expert. He is not going to put his credibility on the line to lie. All right. So again, Sarah Snyder, seeing as John Miller sources inside the NYPD confirmed there was a chase. Police had to stop traffic and get the couple to the precinct for a while to keep them safe. Miller said police described the chase as annoying, inappropriate, and dangerous. Come on. The NYPD is saying that it was a chase and it was dangerous. All right. CNN, Prince Harry and Meghan alleged near catastrophic paparazzi car chase in New York. All right. Now, squatties, we all know we can't stand Max Foster. Okay, we can't stand that man. Right? I mean, we got Max Foster in some hot water, didn't we? Didn't we? When he did that report, after Meghan and Harry did their Oprah Winfrey interview, and he did this report trying to point out all these, different inconsistencies with what Meghan had to say, and then we had to jump on that ass, right? Then we have to jump on that ass and contact CNN, and now you can't even really find that report anywhere on social media. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's somewhere on social media, but girl, one thing about it, we squatties now. We influential. We are influential, aren't we? Aren't we? We got some influence now, don't we? We got a little bit of power, just a little bit, just a little bit. But anyway, back to this. So Max Foster and John Miller, okay, John Miller, hello, John Miller, who is the former deputy commissioner of intelligence and counterterrorism of the NYPD. Okay, they wrote this story and they give detailed sequence of events of exactly what happened. Right? I'm not going to read the story. If you want to go ahead and go on CNN and look the story up yourself, go right on ahead. Okay. Omar Jimenez. Right. I like Omar. He's so cute. He posted, a law enforcement source tells CNN there were a lot of close calls, including short stops between the principal cars and the car running behind them, but there was no car accident. The source says this incident was annoying, inappropriate, and dangerous. Okay? Like, hello. Like, what more do you want? And then he posts something else. The source tells CNN there was an NYPD protective team that was following Harry and Meghan in another car, and they had to try some evasive maneuvers to get away from the paparazzi. Like, hello, what more do you want? There was a chase. Okay. So let me go back. Let me go back to the statement. Okay. Can somebody point out to me where it says in this statement that they were going 80 miles per hour in Manhattan? Hello? Can somebody point that out to me? Seriously. Where in this statement does it say that they were going 80 miles per hour in Manhattan? Seriously. Facts matter. And it's really disappointing to me to see some American reporters not report the facts. Okay. Where in this statement does it say that there was a high-speed chase? Okay. Where? Seriously. And I know for a fact that there are people in the media that listen to our podcasts. I know that for a fact because I've been contacted by people in the media who listen to this podcast. Okay. And I'm not going to say who they are because I want to keep that relationship. And I'm not saying this, trying to make it seem like I'm somebody. Okay. I'm not saying that at all because I know that there are a lot of people in the media who listen to World of Sussex. Okay. But if you work in the media and you're listening and you reported that this statement said that there was a high speed chase, or you reported that this statement said that they were going 80 miles per hour in Manhattan, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Where is your journalistic integrity? Where the hell did you go to journalism school? Okay, I'm serious. Facts matter. There's nothing in this statement that says that it was a high speed chase. There's nothing in this statement that says that they were going 80 miles per hour. Okay? Facts matter, people. All right. So, New York Magazine, they spoke to an insider that said, or I should say, alleges that one of the cameramen hit a car while another almost ran over an NYPD officer during the near fatal chase. Okay. Why isn't this being highlighted everywhere in the news? This insider is saying that it was a near fatal chase, that an NYPD officer almost was ran over. But nobody is emphasizing on that piece. New York mayor. That's why I was saying, oh, trust me, there's a serious investigation going on. Oh, you best believe that. Okay? You best believe that because there were New York police officers that were almost hit. There were citizens that were almost hit. It's not about just Harry and Meghan. It's about public safety. All right? People need to get their priorities straight instead of trying to make Harry and Meghan look bad all the time. Pay attention to the facts. Make sure that you're interviewing the right people. Why in the hell is the media focused on this taxi cab driver that drove them for 10 minutes around the god darn block? Why? Why is this man getting all this focus and all this coverage for driving them for 10 minutes around the block? Why? Seriously. Why? He didn't know nothing that had happened before they got into the taxi cab. He didn't know nothing. Okay. He had them for 10 minutes. If that, I kind of question if he even had them for 10 minutes, to be honest. I think once they got into the cab, right? And I mean, he even said it he even said it himself that once Harry and Meghan got into his cab, paparazzi immediately swarmed in on them. Okay. And what cracks me up about this 10-minute taxi cab driver, and I'm not faulting this man. I'm not, because you know, it is what it is, right? With him. It is what it is. He's got all this press, all this media contacting him. So he's taking the opportunity for his little 15 minutes of fame, which is fine. I'm not gonna, you know, talk shit about this man because I don't know him. And he's a working man, he's paying taxes, he's a taxi cab driver. Believe it or not, he's got a very important job. Okay. So I'm not gonna, talk shit about this man. I'm talking shit about the freaking press that is giving him so much spotlight, making it seem like he's the only thing that matters. Okay. His version of events is the only thing that matters. Where is your journalistic integrity? Where is it? Okay. He said Harry and Meghan and Miss Doria got into the cab. As soon as they got into the cab, excuse me, he said that they looked nervous. Okay. Soon as they got into the cab, he said immediately it was like 6 or 7 paparazzi swarmed his cab and were taking pictures. Okay. Then he goes on to say, now I'm generalizing here, but he goes on to say that no. They just followed us, that they weren't aggressive. That they just followed us, they weren't aggressive. We did a couple of left right turns, and their security guy told me to take them back to the police station. Okay. Think about it. Think about it. The paparazzi were following them, yes, but they weren't being aggressive. Why? Because the NYPD was right there. That's why. It's like, come on. Oh, you think the paparazzi with the NYPD being there, now they're going to start, running red lights in front of the police? Really? You really honestly think that the paparazzi is going to start running red lights and jumping the curb and getting in front of cars to get a picture in front of the police? Really? They started obeying the law once the NYPD made their presence. Okay? So really think about what this man is saying. Analyze what this man is saying. People get on my freaking nerves. All right. Miss Nicole, thank you again for the donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Miss Matilda, thank you so much. I appreciate the donation. Appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying in the chat. But you guys know. You guys know. People almost got hurt. I think at the end of the day, people were almost killed. Naysayers be damned. People were almost killed. And it happened more than once. If you are jumping curbs, driving on sidewalks where people walk, if you are running red lights, if you are getting in front of Meghan and Harry's SUV, blocking them, that is dangerous and that is reckless. and people were almost killed, to include 2 NYPD officers. All right? So there definitely needs to be a major investigation on this. Okay? Because paparazzi, they whatever cars they were in, they had their windows blacked out and their license plates blacked out. Why? Why did the Daily Mail and the Daily Express take down those photos? How come CNN is not posting those photos? How come Fox News is not posting those photos? How come all of the American, quote unquote, what's the word I'm looking for? Objective, responsible media is not posting those pictures? Why not? All that work for those pictures and nobody's posting them? Think about it. Think about it. All right, next slide. All right. I'm not too sure how many people in the chat or how many people who are listening listen to the Breakfast Club, but DJ Envy and Charlemagne the God, okay? But I listen to it when they have guests on there that I really, really like. Okay? Now, I love that there was a squatty, or maybe just a random person on Twitter who actually posted this. Okay? DJ Envy and Charlemagne the God actually talked about this incident, talked about this chase on the Breakfast Club. Okay? Now let's see here. I know I have the video, so I'm gonna play this video. You don't like them? Angel Knight said I can't stand them. A lot of people have no love for Charlemagne the God. Okay. And I don't. I don't. I used to like him back in the day, but I don't like him anymore because it's gone to his head. Um, but let's see. I'm gonna try to pull up this video here. Hold on, because I'm gonna play this now. All right. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play this video. This is DJ Envy and Charlemagne the God on the Breakfast Club. This is out of New York City, and apparently their office is right by where the gala, Miss Foundation gala, was held. Okay, so here we go.
Happened very close to here when we were leaving the building yesterday. There was nothing but cameras all over the place, and I was trying to figure out what happened. And I guess she was leaving the ballroom, but they said that the paparazzi allegedly hit like 6, 7 cars over there, and they said it was a big thing.
That's what we were told yesterday. Because
they said they hit the cars.
Yeah. We were told that yesterday. We were told that the paparazzi was going around the block because I guess she was in a building over here. She was in an event over here.
What is it? The Siegfried Ballroom over there? Yeah,
something.
Yeah,
and they was like paparazzi was hitting cars.
Yeah,
trying to get a picture of her.
Trying to get a picture, which is weird because in New York City you really don't see wild paparazzi crazy like that chasing people because you see so many people. You don't really have that, here. But
y'all losing y'all damn mind over Meghan Markle. Come on, stop.
Well, they allegedly said it was no actual collision, so I don't know if they meant hit, like resulting in an injury or accident or what.
These were parked cars.
Parked cars.
Yeah, these were parked cars.
Yeah.
The security told us that yesterday. Security literally told us yesterday. Meghan Markle was at the ballroom or whatever last night.
Ballroom,
and paparazzi kept going around in circles just to get a picture of her, and they was hitting parked cars.
Yeah.
I heard that before I even heard from the mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, the mayor said it was cap, but
All right. All right. Thought I almost lost you guys. But that is significant. That is significant. There was a security guard that saw the paparazzi hit parked cars. Why isn't anybody interviewing that security guard, damn it? I'm serious. Why isn't the press interviewing the security guard? All right, hold on. I gotta upload my file. It disappeared. Okay, so when it comes to this right here, th- there's a lot of people that they still need to interview. Okay, which is not going to be hard because trust me, people whose cars were parked that got hit, they filing insurance claims. Okay, they are filing insurance claims as we speak. Okay, so there's got to be accountability. So trust me, there's a huge investigation going on right now as we speak. Hold on, I gotta re-add my slides here. I don't know why it cut my thing off like that. Hold on. Okay. So I see in the comments a lot of people say I have no love for the Breakfast Club. I get it. I listen to the Breakfast Club. I listen because I was raised on hip hop, and they have guests on there. What I like about them is that they'll have the old school hip hop artists on there that I grew up on. So that's why I love listening to the Breakfast Club. And then they talk about other subject matters on there as well. But that's besides the point. What I'm saying is that whether you like them or you hate them, what they have to say is important because what they're saying is factual. There were parked cars hit. So if the paparazzi was that bold to hit parked cars, what makes you think that they wouldn't be that bold to actually hit people in red lights? Just saying. Okay. And there's probably just so many witnesses that they haven't had a chance to interview yet, or that they are interviewing that saw stuff, that saw what happened. Okay. So okay, and then of course TMZ. I don't really like to give TMZ a lot of props because I can't stand TMZ. I think they've been horrid towards Meghan and Harry, and the way they propped up her sorry ass sperm donor. And then of course this is ran by Murdoch. Murdoch. Okay, TMZ was bought and paid for by Murdoch. Okay, they run a lot of negative stories about Meghan. They talk a lot of shit about her. Okay, but TMZ, you know, sometimes they get the scoop first. A lot of times they get the scoop first, and they're reporting, basically verifying everything that Meghan and Harry have said. They said that it was a 2-hour pursuit. Okay, and they verified that basically everything that Harry and Meghan have stated in the statement. TMZ verified it. They ain't getting too much love from me. Next. Ooh, I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened to that slide. Okay. So you got CNN verifying the story from John Miller, who is a former counterintelligence of terrorism for the NYPD. Okay. He's getting all his information from people who are actually working for the NYPD. Okay. But then you got the freaking mayor. What's his name? What's that guy's name? Help me out in the chat. What is the mayor of New York's name? Anyway, you got the mayor of New York who I don't know what's wrong with this mayor, but it's like, Mr. Mayor, you stay on script. If you don't have all of the facts, you don't give your opinion, buddy. Okay? Number one, when you're giving a press conference like that, you don't give an opinion, right? It's like you're the mayor. We don't care about your opinion. You He should have just stuck to the scripts of the facts of what he knew, right? Nobody asked you, Mr. Mayor, for your opinion. You should have stuck to the facts. He was dead wrong for saying that he highly doubted that there was a 2-hour car chase. It's like, wow, nobody asked you for your opinion. You're up there to state the facts of what you know. So he really put his foot in his mouth. Okay. Um, and then the mayor of New York, he said high speed chase. It's like, oh, brother. Where in that statement again do you see high speed chase? Thank you. Okay. I like your username. Thank you. Cupcake and Tiffany, what's that? Gotcha World? The mayor said Cupcake and Tiffany's Gotcha World says the mayor should have not mentioned Princess Diana either. Exactly. He shouldn't have mentioned Princess Diana. Mm-mm. He should have just stated the facts. That's it. He shouldn't have mentioned Princess Diana, and he shouldn't have mentioned or said that he highly doubted anything. Okay. I mean, I know he's underneath a lot of stress because there's a lot of immigrants getting bused to his city, but still, you signed up for that job, buddy. Okay. And on top of that, two of your officers were almost hit. Okay. Two of your officers were almost hit. So, all right. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about this. All right. This was an article in Vanity Fair that, speaks about the paparazzi chase. And they spoke to Mr. Thomas, I guess it's Buddha. Um, and Mr. Thomas Buddha, who runs a private security company contracted to work with Meghan and Harry. Okay. He told CNN that the chase was likely an attempt to figure out the location where the couple are staying. If paparazzi were able to find their location, they could be able to stake them out for more vulnerable pictures later on. Depending on how visible the private resident is, it would be possible to figure out the identity of its owners, information that could be lucrative but might compromise the couple's safety. Okay. And then and I do not want to mention this. I'm going to leave that part alone about what happened in Montecito. I can't go there right now with what recently happened at their home. But so some people feel that the paparazzi was chasing them because they wanted to figure out where they were staying. I don't buy into that. And I'm going to tell you why I don't buy into that. Because wouldn't the paparazzi have been more discreet following them if they wanted to find out where they were staying at? What do you guys think in the chat? I see you guys talking about Whoopi. Whoopi is not getting none of my attention. Whoopi is not getting none of my attention. Okay. What I will say about her is people are entitled to their opinion, and I'll leave it at that. So back to what I was saying earlier. You know, Thomas Buddha feels the reason why that the paparazzi was pursuing Harry and Meghan so aggressively was because they were trying to figure out where they were staying. I just don't buy into that. I'm like, wouldn't they be more discreet about that? Wouldn't you think? It seems like that they would be more discreet if they were trying to figure out where they were staying at. Why would you have people on motorcycles and electronic bikes and scooters? And why would you have 3 or 4 different SUVs following them aggressively if you're trying to figure out where they're staying at. Wouldn't you have been more discreet to not alert their security team that they were being followed by the paparazzi if the agenda was to figure out and find out where they were staying at? I just don't buy that. Mm-mm. I don't buy that. I just don't. Mm-mm. I don't buy that. I mean, I understand that, that's what this man feels. And, I'm pretty sure he's an expert in his area. Um, and he's part of the private security team, but that was too coordinated. It was too aggressive, too aggressively coordinated. It was any means necessary to get a picture of them. It was a hit job, in my opinion. Any means necessary. Any means necessary. It doesn't matter who gets hurt. We're getting a picture. Okay. You're not going to use those type of tactics to find out where a famous person is staying at. That's just that's just not going to happen. That don't make no sense, in my opinion. And like I said, Harry and Meghan have been to New York City twice before. Okay. Twice before, and that did not happen. All right, but I'm not trying to disrespect this man or anything. He's definitely entitled to his opinion. Okay. What do you guys think in the chat? Yeah, it was. Somewhere in La La Land says it was very coordinated. Yeah. But it was very coordinated and they were so obvious. Right? They were so obvious with it. Yep. Rochelle says NYCD and Montecito all was a setup to put fear into Harry, knowing his mental health. Rochelle, that's why I didn't really want to mention the Montecito incident, but I think you're onto something. I really, really do. And I've been thinking the same thing. I just feel like this is all coordinated somehow with the Montecito incident and what happened in New York. I just really, really feel that way. You know, they weren't just trying to figure out where they were staying at. I just don't buy that. I just don't. Mm-mm. 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 So V says it's obvious it was an organized terrorist attack. You think it was a terrorist attack? I don't know if it was a terrorist attack, but it definitely was an organized hit. And what I mean by terrorist attack is I don't know if we could categorize it like that, but I definitely think it was an organized hit. And what I mean by that is I definitely feel like they wanted to cause an accident. I do. I feel like that they wanted to cause an accident and get pictures. I do. I think they wanted to cause an accident, whether it had been a fender bender or whatever the case may be. Take pictures of Harry looking scared and Meghan looking horrified and her mom looking scared, and bam, sell those pictures to the Daily Mail and the Daily Express. You guys don't think they want the truth to come out? Yeah, you're right. Good point. Donna says it's going to be an investigation, but also those pictures are worth zero now. So Prince Harry won. True. True, because ain't no credible media printing those pictures. There is no credible media posting those pictures. They're too scared. I was on somebody's Twitter page. I can't remember who it was, but I believe she's from England that had posted a video. It was either BBC News, one of them, who was interviewing a paparazzi uh, from America, and he said in America, this is what he said. Now, I wish I had the video, so I'm generalizing here, but he was saying that photojournalists, he didn't use the word paparazzi, okay? He said photojournalists, okay, are really careful in taking pictures of Harry and Meghan because they sue. He did. He said they're very litigious. Litigious. I can't say that word, but basically he was saying they sue. They will sue. So he was saying photojournalists, when it comes to Harry and Meghan, they make sure that they follow the law because Harry and Meghan sue. Okay. So I guess he's trying to say that there's a difference between paparazzi and photojournalists. Okay. Okay. Um okay, so I think Carolyn agrees with me here. Carolyn says they probably want to cause more than just an accident. They want Harry and Meghan gone. They are too popular and they are able to upstage the royals on that island anytime they want. Man, I just I just don't want it to be that serious. But we've been saying, hasn't Success Squad been saying for years that the royal family wants to bring harm to Meghan? And now I think that shifted to Harry. I do. I think that has I think their focus is more so on Harry than it is Meghan now because they're really that pissed off, that he's moved to America, that um, he's written the book, and he did the Netflix docuseries, and he has made it clear that ain't nobody gonna shut him up. And if the royal family doesn't stop leaking stories, that he's gonna continue to talk. So to be honest, I think they're more focused on hurting Harry than they are Meghan. But whew, whew. All right. So I saw this post, and it says a photographer said a booking sheet went out by a UK media. $20,000 for a photo inside car and $60,000 if Harry looked angry. Now this is believable, right? This is believable. I don't know if it's true, but it's believable. Because what has the reoccurring narrative been? That Harry's not happy, right? That's been the reoccurring narrative. That Harry's not happy, that he never looks happy, right? Or that Harry and Meghan are going their separate ways, right? That they're on different paths now. So this is believable. I don't know if it's true, but it's believable. Think about what the taxi cab driver said. He said as soon as they got into the car, as soon as Harry and Meghan and Miss Doria got into the car, paparazzi swarmed the taxi and they were trying to take pictures inside the car. If you look at the picture that the Trash Ash, Daily Express, and Daily Mail posted, right? It's a picture of Harry in the taxi cab looking worried, right? He looks worried. He looks stressed. So I don't know if this is true, but it's definitely plausible. Okay. And it would make sense why they were chasing them, because they wanted to get that shot. Makes sense. Makes more sense than they were trying to figure out where they were staying at. Okay? Makes more sense. The paparazzi, they didn't want the pictures that Harry and Meghan took at the gala. They didn't want those pictures. Mm-mm. They wanted pictures of Harry and Meghan looking scared or stressed because that's what the agenda was. That's what the agenda was set by the British tabloid press. This was not an agenda set by the American paparazzi. Mm-mm. But the American paparazzi was hired to get the picture. That's what happened. Okay, $60,000 is a lot of money for somebody to make based off one photo, right? It looks like there's a troll in the chat. If I question it, I'm blocking your ass. Bye, Mimi. See you later, Mimi. All right. All right. So again, I don't know if this is true, but it's plausible, right? It's plausible. It's plausible that that was the hit. That was the hit. Get that money shot. You get me a picture of Harry looking angry, I'll give you $60,000, and then we can write a story saying that Harry and Meghan are getting a divorce, that Harry's angry, that Harry and Meghan are no longer in love, that Harry's very very unhappy, and this that and the other, and get the photo by any means necessary. However, I still feel like there's more to it. I just do. I feel like there's more to it. There's just more to it. It was more than just getting the photo as well. Okay. All right. Now, so Omid, who gets a lot of abuse as well, he posted spokesperson for both King Charles and Queen whatever and Prince William, the airheads, have declined to comment. I understand that no member of the royal family has reached out to the Success since today's news broke 4 hours ago. Are we surprised by that? Like, seriously, are we surprised by that? Like, people, and I know the Sexo Squad doesn't ever believe it, right? But don't ever believe, those of you who are listening and who are not in the chat, and there are just casual fans that listen to this podcast. Don't ever, you casual fans, you fence riders, don't ever believe that King Corrupt cares about his grandchildren and cares about Prince Harry. Don't ever believe that shit. When they write stories saying that King Corrupt misses his grandchildren and he wants to see his grandchildren, don't believe that shit. When King Charles, when they write stories saying that King Corrupt, what was that the last story that they wrote? That King Corrupt toasted Archie during the coronation dinner for his birthday. Bullshit. King Corrupt ain't toast nobody but his whole trash wife. That's who he toasted. He toasted his whole trash wife, her sisters, and his whole trash wife's grandkids. That's who he toasted. He probably forgot that poor little Prince George was even there. The only person that King Corrupt cares about is his whole ass wife and her kids and her grandkids. He don't give a damn about little Archie and little bit. He don't give a rip rat's ass about those kids. Just like he don't give a rip about his darling boy. Okay. That man is pissed off. He's pissed off at his son. He's pissed off at his son for getting all of this attention, right? Are there more trolls in the chat? Matt, see, they made their promise because they definitely contacted me and told me that they was going to see me at 10 o'clock. Moderators, if it's questionable what people are saying, go ahead and block them. Because if they're a real squatty, I'll investigate them, and if they're legit, then I'll unblock them. Khadijah, bye, bitch. All right. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Oh yeah. King Corrupt. So again, don't when they talk about you guys heard what I said. When he's saying anything positive about Harry and the kids and all, he it's a lie. It's all lies. It's a lie. It's a lie. Lie on top of lies. Okay. I had posted this. Oh my God, I had gotten so many responses from this post. But I had posted, so King Charles hasn't checked on his darling boy yet. Mm-hmm. Of course he hasn't. Of course he hasn't. He's too busy trying to be a tampon for his whole ass wife. All right. All right. What are you guys talking about in the chat? That is so true. Oh, Callie Jen, this is a good comment. Any statement from the welfare mafia showing support, concern for the sexes would be a lie. So they might as well stay silent. Exactly. Good point. Actually, I agree with that. They might as well just stay silent. So when they stay silent, that's actually a good thing. Yeah, I agree with that. Yep. Adrian says, of course Charles is hot. He and Camilla not on the front page, and Harry getting more attention than all of England from across the pond. It's so true. It is so true. And you know what's crazy? Think how different it would be if King Corrupt just supported Harry publicly. Seriously, that would work in his favor. It would work in his favor if he released a statement and said, I love my son, Prince Harry. Yes, there are times where we're not in agreement with certain things. However, I love and support my son, and I always will. Imagine if he released a statement like that, right? How different things would be. Seriously. Seriously. He doesn't know how to be diplomatic. One thing I will give the queen, right? She knew how to play the game. Okay. The queen would always release statements saying that Harry and Meghan are family and they will always be a part of the family. Remember, she would always release statements like that, even though we knew it was bullshit, but still, it was the diplomatic thing to do. Right? He doesn't know that. He doesn't understand that. Okay, because he's jealous. And you know what's crazy about this whole thing is that everything that Harry is doing, King Corrupt did it in the 90s. He did. He gave interviews. Didn't King Corrupt give interviews? Didn't King Corrupt participate in a biography about himself where he trashed his mama and his daddy? Right? Prince Harry is doing the same thing. It's just that he's doing the 2022 version while King Corrupt did the 19 whatever it was, 1992 version, whatever, 19 whatever, but 1990s version. Okay? So, anyway. All right. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move on to some positivity. It's time to be positive and get happy. But in all honesty, squatties, my whole take on it is that I feel that the incident in Montecito and the incident that happened in New York was coordinated. I do. I feel like it was coordinated. Um, and it's sad. It's so sad that there are people out in the world who seriously want to bring Prince Harry and his wife and his family harm. I mean, there really are people in the world that sinister that want to bring them harm like that. For what? For what reason? Why? It's like you killed Princess Diana and she's forever going to haunt you, right? It's like they killed Princess Diana and she haunts them every day. She haunts them every day. Princess Diana will forever be a major factor in that royal family's life. And if something happens to Prince Harry or Meghan, it's going to be the same thing, but it's going to be a million times worse. Okay. Happiness will never come to them if something happens to Prince Harry or Meghan. Nothing. They're not happy now. You can't tell me that. I just don't believe that them airheads are happy. I don't think they're happy at all. And I don't even think they live together, me personally. I don't. I think, you know, Kate is doing whatever she has to do to keep her marriage. That's what I think. She's willing to do all these all of these non-factor appearances and engagements that she does for the royal family to keep William. Right? She's working hard to keep William. And and she may really want to be queen as well. You know. But I do. I really honestly believe that this was a coordinated attack to bring harm to Harry and Meghan. I think what happened in Montecito, they figured that word would get back to Prince Harry, and they were hoping that they would be able to get a picture of him being angry because of what happened in Montecito, or they figured that the paparazzi chase would get him angry and they'd be able to get a picture of him that way. But I still feel there was more to it than that. I still feel that they wanted to bring some type of harm to the couple, which is sad. Which is sad, and it's just so sinister. It just doesn't make any sense. But all right, guys, let's go ahead and move on. So Uvalde, Texas. Okay, word came out that some really really good news. And we all knew, we already knew this, we were already aware of this, we were already aware that the Archwell Foundation had helped um, Uvalde build this park in Uvalde, Texas, uh, for the kids. Apparently, this area was lacking parks for kids, and Archwell Foundation had teamed up, I think, with another nonprofit organization to build a park, kind of a sanctuary for the victims and the victims, the survivors, and the victims and the survivors' families, uh, to have like a sanctuary, a park to where they can, bring their kids and have fun. Plus, it was needed because apparently there were no parks, or there weren't that many parks in that area. Okay, so the park is built, and there were a lot of volunteers that helped build the park, and that's a picture right there, which is awesome. But there was this article that came out in regards to this woman right here, and her name is Norma Sandoval, and she hold on a second, my internet is acting up. Can you guys still hear me? Give me a thumbs up so I can know that you guys can still hear me. But can you guys still hear me? Okay, cool. So Norma Sandoval, um, an article came out that she was the one that helped get this park built. Okay, so apparently, um, while Megan and her assistants were in Uvalde, you remember when Megan went to go pay her respects to the visuals that they had out there in regards to the children that were murdered, and the school staff that were murdered. Megan naysayers gave her a lot of flack for that, saying and she was making it all about herself. Well, Norma Sandoval, did an interview and stated how for years on top of years, she had been advocating to get a park built in Uvalde, and it was falling on deaf ears. Well, she happened to um, meet one of Megan's assistants, and she basically said that she shot her shot, right? And was talking to Megan's assistants about trying to get a park built. So this is part of the interview. Beginning quote. But Markle and her staff didn't forget Sandoval's words about Uvalde children needing playgrounds, and they reached out to Kaboom, and together with the Archwell Foundation, their nonprofit named for Megan and Prince Harry's son, and various other volunteers working with the city of Uvalde, they built a new playground last year at the De Leon Park near Robb Middle School. Okay, so I'm gonna go back, give her flowers. So Norma Sandoval apparently was talking to one of Megan's assistants, speaking about how she had advocated for years on top of years to get a park built, and this assistant did not forget Miss Sandoval and got the ball rolling. Megan loved the idea. They got the ball rolling. They teamed up with Kaboom, and they were able to get the park built. Okay. Where in the British media, even to include the American media as well, are they reporting this? Okay. Where? Okay. She did an interview, and yes, I don't know who published the interview. So I guess there are some people in the American media that are reporting this. But seriously, the British media are the ones that have an appetite to report any and everything success, right? So why aren't they reporting this? Why not? Why does it always have to be negative stories? They're even making up stories. Well, they've been making up stories, but why do they always have to print negative stories and make up stories about the successes? when the successes are doing a lot of good things with the Archwell Foundation. Why? Because there's a hate smear campaign that they will not let up on. And also because it makes the airheads look lazy. That's why. Makes it seem like the airheads aren't doing anything that has any impact on the citizens of Britain. That's why. And there again, there's the park. And there's all the volunteers. All of the volunteers. And speaking of Kaboom, who has teamed up with Archwell Foundation, Success Squad. Hey, we're going to go ahead and do a fundraising campaign. Right? Doing a fundraising campaign. And so far, based on donations, Success Squad has raised. Now that's 78,000. It's more than that now. What's anybody in the chat know how much we've raised so far? I think it's like 85,000. Is it close to 85,000? Yeah, that's 78,000. We don't pass that. But but yeah, Success Squad is raising money for Kaboom. Right? So this is awesome. And that's why I love being a part of the squad. Okay? Because we have positive impact. Okay? I mean, golly, we probably close to raising about $1 million, right? Fundraising about $1 million. What other fan base does that? Seriously. Maybe there is another fan base that does that. I don't know. Does the Beehive do that? We all know them Airheads fan base don't do that. I read somewhere where the Airheads fan base that they're trying to do a fundraising campaign now. God bless them. God bless their little hearts. Maybe we should all donate like a penny to help them raise some money. Right? Everybody donate like a penny. I'm just playing. Shoot, donating a penny to anything that them Airhead fans are trying to fundraise for is too much money. Shoot. But yeah, okay, let me look in the chat real quick. Yes, if somebody can put a link. I'm so bad at this. I need to do better. I should have had a link so I can put it in the chat. If somebody can post the link in the chat, that would be great so people can donate. But yeah. Okay, so far right now we're at 80,000. My God. And we're doing this fundraiser until when? June 4th? Man, when you say Success Squad, you got to match that with 100,000. Like seriously though, right? When you say Success Squad, I say 100,000. That's why I love being a part of the squad because Harry and Meghan, they support nonprofit organizations that really have a positive impact in people's lives. This is going to have a positive impact in children's lives that were traumatized, children that witnessed their classmates and friends being murdered, children that witnessed their teachers being murdered. Okay. Positive impact on a whole community that's been traumatized by that event. Okay. World Central Kitchen, feeding the world in regards to people who have been traumatized by natural disasters or traumatized by war, right? Displaced by war, displaced due to a natural disaster. And they're feeding those people with free meals, good, hot, cooked home meals, right? That has a positive global effect on people's lives. Okay. That's one of the reasons why I'm a part of this squad. Um all right. Yes indeed. Yes indeed. Okay. Whoever posted the link, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to donate, go ahead and donate. What I wanted to say about the donating, um, it's not all just Success Squad. Okay, the donations aren't just coming from people who rep the Success Squad and wear that SS on your chest. Okay, trust me, it's not. There are casual fans. There are people who watch what's going on with Harry and Meghan who aren't diehard supporters. However, they like the fact that we're fundraising for a good cause. So they want to donate. I'm serious when I say that. Okay. There are a lot of people in this world that have good hearts and that are willing to give. Okay. So I just wanted to say that. I just felt the need to say that for some reason. All right. So anyway, Success Squad, give yourselves a hand clap for raising over $80,000 so far. We still got until June 4th, which is Miss Lilibet's birthday. She will be 2 years old. So donate if you can. And if you don't have the funds to donate, that's all right. Just go ahead and share the link. Share the link. Okay? Just share the link. And that's helping out. All right. All right. So these pictures right here. Hold on a second. I got to take care of something. Hey. Take that from him, please. Sorry guys, we're dealing with my Yorkie. He is just making all kinds of noise. And he really honestly thinks he runs this house. Go get him a chicken bone. Get him a chicken bone. Well, I'm sorry, squatties. Life happens. Life happens. I got a little Yorkie, and he really honestly thinks he runs this house. And he got a hold of something, and he's just making a hot mess. No, get the dog bone in the cabinet. This is too funny. All right. Anyway, I got somebody taking care of my little Yorkie. His name is Scrappy, by the way, because we call him Scrappy because he scraps. That's all he does is scrap. He never stops. But maybe it's because he's little. He's not a year old yet, so I know he's got a lot of growing up to do. But anyway, back to these pictures. I mean, usually I don't like posting paparazzi pictures, but I just posted this because I was just so happy to see sis out and about. Okay. I was just so happy to see sis out and about. Okay, enjoying life. Happy to see Harry and Meghan out and about enjoying life in California. And there was a picture of them enjoying the Lakers game. Now you guys know how I roll. I can't stand the LA Lakers. Okay, but and they beat my Golden State Warriors, but it is what it is with that. But it's good to see that they're enjoying the community that they're living in. Okay, and that's what I like. And what I loved about the picture with Prince Harry and Meghan is seeing Prince Harry in white pants. Has anybody ever seen Prince Harry in white pants before? Probably. Right, let me go ahead and hide that comment. Let's see, so you guys can get the full picture. But has anybody ever seen Prince Harry in white pants? It's the first time that I've noticed him in white pants. And his shoes, okay? He's updating the shoes, right? Now, this look right here with Prince Harry, I would have fell out if he had flip-flops on. I would have flipped out if he had flip-flops on. Okay, because the flip-flops would have worked with this look. I mean, that would have been a California look all day long, baby, if Prince Harry had some flip-flops on. Okay. Yeah, people in the chat are saying no, that they haven't noticed Prince Harry with white pants on. So I mean, must be hot in Cali. But he looks good. They look happy. They're enjoying life, which is awesome. Now, what I read somewhere, the picture on the right now, I'm talking about the picture with Harry and Meghan. I read somewhere that they actually had lunch with Cameron Diaz and Gwyneth Paltrow. I had read that somewhere. Maybe there's other squaddies that read the same thing. So that's interesting. I wonder what that was about. Okay. I wonder what that was about. Now, Gwyneth Paltrow, she gets a little bit of hate every once in a while, right? But Gwyneth Paltrow is she's a very, very successful businesswoman. Very successful. Okay, that's why you don't see her in movies no more. Okay, that's why you don't see Gwyneth Paltrow in movies no more, because her businesses are very, very lucrative and they're very, very successful. So if it's true that they were there and they had lunch with Gwyneth Paltrow, Cameron Diaz, I don't know what Cameron Diaz is up to. I don't know, but it'd be interesting. What was the agenda? What was the purpose of the meeting? If that's true. Okay. All right. That's how I felt. Okay. That's how I felt when I saw the pictures of Meghan hiking and Meghan and Harry leaving the sushi place. That's how I felt. Like, oh, our faves, they're out in the community. They're enjoying life. They look relaxed, and just living life like normal people. Okay. And I was just my heart was just at ease and happy for them. So that's how I felt. Hmm. All right. Okay, so it was our faves. May 19th, right? May 19th was our faves' fifth wedding anniversary. So congratulations to them. I just picked these pictures out because I just love these pictures. The picture on the left, I think, is just absolutely wonderful. The picture in the middle is awesome. Um, and then the picture on the right, it's like, you get it, Prince Harry. Prince Harry was getting it. So again, happy fifth wedding anniversary to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. They've been together a total of 7 years. And they've got two beautiful children together. And I'm pretty sure despite all the stressors that they have going on in their lives, that at the end of the day that they're happy and they're in love and they're trying to navigate in this world the best way they know how. Just like everybody else, right? Just like all of us regular folk. All right. So happy anniversary, Meghan and Harry. And I'm pretty sure that Prince Harry was doing his thing as you could tell he knows how to do his thing based on that picture. Oh my gosh. You could tell based on the picture, based in the picture on the right, that Prince Harry definitely knows how to do his thing. I mean, he done impregnated Meghan what 3 times, right? He's impregnated her 3 times. I mean, they have 3 children together. Okay, they do. They have 3 children together. So, I think Prince Harry be laying it down. All right, guys. And again, I love this picture. I just love it. I love this picture. Now, come on. You can't fake that, right? You can't fake that. You can't fake their love. You can't fake the love that they have for each other. So, again, happy 5th wedding anniversary to Harry and Meghan. Is she? Somebody in the chat said Gwyneth Paltrow is a shady businesswoman. Is she? I don't know. I don't I don't know nothing about no Gwyneth Paltrow. Nothing. I couldn't even tell you the last movie that I saw her in. I really honestly couldn't, you know. Yeah, I know, Janet, I know that they have 2 children and lost one, but I mean all together they have 3 children. Okay. One is here in spirit and the other 2 are alive. That's the way I look at it. You know Harry be getting it now. You look at that picture. Let me go back. Come on. Look at that. Look at that picture on the right. Okay. Harry be getting it in. Enough said. Oh, Miss Valerie, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it so much. Awesome. Thank you to everybody who's made donations today during this live podcast. We really appreciate it here at Megan Duchess of Advocacy World Podcast. All right, guys. So we have come to an end to this podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. Um, don't forget, if you want to donate to the Kaboom fundraising campaign that we have going on, go ahead and hit that link that some squatties have posted in the chat. I want to thank everybody for listening. And oh, thank you so much. Appreciate the donation. Oh, Black Cougar, you changed your username? I like that. I like it. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Um, I want to thank everybody who was listening today to the live podcast. And I want to thank everybody in the chat for posting your combats, your comments. My bad. Um, like I said, I have a lot going on right now. It's hard for me to do these live podcasts. I will do my best to get back going. If I don't do it on Friday nights, then it might just work easier for me Sunday mornings. Okay, so but we are trying to reboot. I'm trying to itch out some time so we can do these live podcasts because there's just so much going on in the world of success. Isn't there? Thank you so much, Mrs. S, for the donation. Appreciate it. Again, I want to reach out again to those squatties who I noticed on Twitter saying that they needed to log off for their mental health because there was just too much negativity going on. I want to give big hugs to those squatties, and your mental health comes first. And I just advise, you don't need to be reading all those comments because there's a lot of unhappy people in this world. Seriously. There's a lot of unhappy people in this world. And if you're the type of person that gets joy out of somebody else's hardship or trauma, trust me, it's way more about you than it is about that person. Okay? Especially somebody you don't know, you've never met, and who has no impact in your life. All right. All right, guys, before you leave, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, please. You can follow us, Megan, Duchess of Advocacy, on Twitter. I be on Twitter all the time. You can follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram page is doing very, very well. You can follow us on Apple and Spotify podcasts as well. All right. All right, squaddies. You guys know. You guys know what's up. You guys know what we're getting ready to do. And we haven't done it in a long time. So I'm really, really excited and really, really happy to do this because I haven't done it in a long time. I haven't done our Rebel Yell. Okay. I have not done our Rebel Yell. It's been a minute. So I'm excited to do our Rebel Yell. Are you guys ready? You guys ready to do the Rebel Yell? All right. Get ready. Get ready because we're about to do our Rebel Yell. 1, 2, 3. Continue to wear the SS on your chest because you know that we are the best. All right, squaddies, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will see you soon. I am Special K Thoughts, and I am out. Go read your Bible. See you guys later. Bye.